I enjoy working with wood, but what people fail to realize that there's a lot of energy and time into wood production. So when I continue, I still show the interest that it is important to work in wood as a material. And then what people don't realize that with the time we are losing this good wood, and then through sculptures, we can preserve them. The exhibition is about rumour-mongering. This is I think it's more of my thoughts, experiences about Olugambo and maybe what I read. So I've produced sculptures, but they are in progress because I feel if the audience comes, they might give me more ideas. I'll have a questionnaire so I can pick up their ideas and add on later on. So it will be analyzed people's thoughts about Olugambo. Often we think that Olugambo is negative, but Olugambo is also positive. It is positive because we're able to know our allies, and at the same time when we are tired, when it goes for a bit, we become happy. So it refreshes the mind, but it depends on what kind of gossip are you about. This year I had an exhibition in the UK, and among the pieces they asked me to take were clay, and it was about gossiping, rumour-mongering. Afterwards I thought, there's a lot into it. That's when I started reading about rumour-mongering, and then I realized that other researchers had worked on Olugambo. Then I said, I can work on it. But I think I've worked on Olugambo unknowingly. When I was doing my PhD, one of the issues which affect people living with HIV/AIDS is gossip. Gossip is horrible when people are living with HIV/AIDS. They fail to get their medicines or go to the right people for treatment or support. So that now also reminds me that we should talk seriously about Olugambo. People should stop negative gossiping. Working with the students is also influencing them to think seriously about their issues. And the students I'm working with are third years who need to have projects as their ends. So it is also tuning them how to work on their projects. I believe their ideas will be more richer because they have seen the way how I produce and progress with my work.
For me, what I've always liked about her work is the way she breaks the boundaries. It's a very important component in contemporary art, breaking the boundaries of your practice. Why am I saying this? She works with hardwood. She works with found objects like aluminium and the aluminium plates and the copper plates. You can see that her sculptures are colossal in size. So for me, that breaks the boundaries of the practice, or like the norm of artists working within a safe zone. For her, she breaks beyond that. So I wasn't disappointed. Her work is very cheeky, has an element of being playful. I think also this, I think she borrows from her students. So she draws a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation to create her work from these students.
You can see the expressions of this is actually what a Ugandan would do. You'd see the complete expression of a true Ugandan doing it. So Mbozi Zamarwa really makes sense because you get to see how Ugandans socialize, how they talk to each other in different spaces. Olugambo can be both positive and negative. For the materials, I think quite resourceful, especially how she balances with the aluminium, and she makes sure that there's environmental security, some things that someone wouldn't really use them directly in their art.
There are issues we don't talk about publicly. Olugambo is a common knowledge, everybody speaks, but I think it's high time people realize that when you are positive with Olugambo, you uplift somebody's life. When it is negative, then you are crushing that person. So let us be mindful about what we say about others. And of course, Olugambo is very destructive because people have used it to separate others.